Whoa! Welcome EDC enthusiasts. Today we've got a fun unboxing and review overview of the Artisan Cutlery Holm. That is right. I have 4 versions over here, so we are going to check them out. Let's dive straight into it. So, I'm not gonna unbox each and every single one of them. I'll just do one and then I'll show you the rest. So, we don't waste the whole day unboxing these things. But these have a really interesting new feature. I think I've seen it on knives before, but not really, smaller everyday carry knives. Let's call them that. But here it is, nice Artisan's Cutlery pouch as usual. Here is the cloth, and here is the Holm. That is right. Let's take a look at this thing. So this is the version 1. The first one that I unboxed. So let me unbox the others for you and we're going to dive into them. So let's do that. Whoa, the power of editing. Am I right? That was extremely quick. Well, for you guys at least. So here are the 4 versions of the Holm. As of the moment of filming this video, I do think that these are all the versions, if I'm not mistaken. So we're gonna take a look at each and every one of them. You can actually take a quick look now, but we are going to start with, let's do this one. So let's do a review on this one and then we'll dive into each configuration a bit deeper. So straight away, the design is very interesting, and I bet you can see the 2 buttons over here. So this is actually what they call, how do they call it? They call it safety switch, if I'm not mistaken. So this is called safety switch, and what it's used for, well, as the name suggests, it's kind of an additional safety. But here is the design real quick. So it's really EDC friendly, I would call it. That's how it called this design. It has the Warncliffe blade shape. I like Warncliffes for EDC button lock. So nothing too crazy about this design, but what is kind of interesting is this switch that I was talking about. So to use it, you can use it kind of as an additional safety to lock the knife and to lock the knife. Duh. So you can use it in the closed position and you can use it in the open. So how to engage it is literally by just pressing it in. So you just press it in, and as you can see, it will kind of come out on the other side. I think you can see that, and now it's engaged. And well, now you cannot open it. You can try pressing the button lock and you just won't be able to open it. Yep. So that's how it works, and the same thing goes for the opened position. So let's disengage it by pressing on the other side, open it, press it in, and you can try doing the button lock, but it just won't close. So that is the additional safety. Now, I'll do my comment on this, but first of all, let's take a look at some specs and the overall design, and then you'll hear what I think about this. So this one that I have in front of me, and well, pretty much all the others, the only difference is the handle material. It has 3.10 inch blade. The blade still on this thing is AR RPM 9. The closed length is 4.2 inches. The weight on this thing is 92.5 grams. That's pretty much all the info for now. We'll talk about the handle materials when we take a look at the different versions. So, what about this lock? Is this really necessary? Does it work? Etc. Well, it works. There we go. I can't open it. It works, so... Okay, who is this really for? So I wouldn't say that it's for hard use. Why? I mean, let's be real. It's not just about the safety of the knife, it's also about the shape of the knife. So me personally, I wouldn't declare this as a hard use knife, even though it has such a safety system. You can't just proclaim any knife, hard use knife. I think it has to do with the blade shape and the shape of the knife. So that's just my opinion. But What is this lock useful for then? Well, first of all, I think it's pretty useful to have that additional safety to not open in the pocket. I mean, does it happen? Not really, but I think it's just nice to be safe. So, just locking it in, it doesn't open in your pocket. I mean, there's absolutely no way that this is going to open in your pockets now. That is ridiculously low chance of that happening. Now, when it's opened and you lock it, can you go for hard use now? Well, I mean, you probably can. Can you close it? I think that many people will be interested. Can you press the lock if you hold on tightly? And well, I can't really. I can't really close it. Maybe if I try. No, so in normal use, this will stay engaged, that is for sure. So I'm gripping tightly and I'm not disengaging that lock. So that is pretty good to know. It won't disengage on you. Maybe if you try gripping it like more far away. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good lock right there. You can definitely hear it click. So it definitely does click into place. That is for sure. So I would say that it's pretty safe. And what I like is that when you engage it, it comes out on the other side. So disengagement and closing the knife can be literally done in one movement. So you press this and you press the button lock and there you go. So I think that is super nice. Now, other than the lock, because this will be controversial no matter what, so I don't think it's too wise to go too deep into this because everybody will have their opinion on it. As I've said, so it won't disengage when you press it, when you grip it, my bad. When you grip it, it won't disengage. Can you go for hard use? I mean, I wouldn't, personally, because it is a smaller knife. You probably can, I'll just leave it up to everyone to decide. I can't scientifically test the strength of the lock anyways, so I'm not gonna dive too much into it. So let's just dive into the design. So it arrives with the lanyard. I forgot to mention that. Lanyard, nice if you need it. The action in this thing, really nice. Thumb stud, works really well. I like it. And it also has kind of like a fuller, or however you call this, that you can just use to flick it out. So that is also pretty nice. The action is overall really smooth. The button lock works nicely. The action on the button lock is also really nice. So yeah, I think that the overall, as a design, it's really nice. I have said nice too many times, but the grip, on these like smaller EDC knives, I like when there is no like grooves for the fingers really, when it's just like a kind of like a straight handle. So it's not straight, of course, it has kind of like a taper, but I think this is the most comfortable for the smaller knives because you can just grip it in the hand and you're good to go. So pretty comfortable. I like it. Now, the other versions, as I've said, 4 versions as of this moment. I'll go through all of them. First, this one. This one has, so the blade has black PVD. The handle is also black PVD steel with black G10 inlay. The liner on this thing is gold PVD steel. And the button lock, I would say that button lock as well. So this is really aesthetically pleasing, honestly. Nice combo, so black and gold. This is really pretty. So let's move on to the next one. So this one has stonewash blade, so it doesn't have black PVD. This one is actually stonewashed. It has black PVD steel and black G10 inlay for the handles, and the liner is also black PVD steel. So pretty much blacked out, but the blade is stonewash, which in my opinion is a really nice combination. The third version has also black PVD blade, as you can see. Focus, thank you. But this one has rose gold PVD steel and ebony inlays, as well as the rose gold PVD steel liners and pocket clip too. I think this one has, no, this one has black. I thought this one had golden pocket clip since this one has rose gold, but yeah, kind of rose gold and black combo on this one, which is really sweet as well. And last but definitely not least, this is kind of like a grandpa version, that's how I'll call it, but it's really nice. I really like these kind of like wood. Is this wood? Yes, it is. It's rose wood. I wouldn't say that this is wood from rose, but the blade is stone washed, just like the second version I showed off, and the handle material is stone washed steel and rose gold wood inlay, and the liner is also stone washed steel. So those are the 4 versions. Let me just show you from the other side so you can see the pocket clips on these versions. So yeah, these are the Artisan Cutlery's Holms, 4 versions of them with an button safety switch. Pretty interesting. I think it will be controversial or not. Maybe I'm mistaken. You know, I would like to hear what you guys think. That is for sure. You know, my opinion, just to recap. For the lock, is it nice to have? Yes, I think it's nice, but I still wouldn't, you know, do any hard use on this because I just don't see this as a hard use knife. You know, I see it as an EDC knife with safety feature. And I think that's great. I think that is great. I think it's nice to have on your knives. The price on these things, I think they're all priced the same, $75.99. So, you know, kind of an upper budget range, I would say. But overall, you get pretty good steel, decent materials. The design, just absolutely gorgeous in my opinion. Super comfy, blade shape, EDC friendly. Safety or no safety, that's up to you to decide. But it doesn't compromise, you know, it doesn't take too much space. So I'll take it. Honestly, I'll take it. It's not, you know, something... If it was something that was just taking other features out and adding something unnecessarily in, then probably not. But here it's just another extra button that actually aesthetically looks pretty nice. So that's my opinion. I would like to hear what you guys think on it. And if you do have any questions, make sure to drop them in the comments and I'll see what I can do. Stay safe and I'll see you in the next one.